Every family in India has a dream to have a home. The moment there is some financial stability, people start thinking of owning a house. 30-year-old Mohan is facing the same conundrum about whether to buy a home or to stay on rent. If, like Mohan, you are also facing similar situation, then this special report will answer all your questions. First of all, when you buy a house, keep your emotions aside and take financial approach. When you are buying a house, there are some other costs associated with it. First comes the down payment. Second, if you are from the middle class, then you will also require a home loan. And third is the maintenance cost, house tax and renovation expenses. All this will be borne by you. But when you're living on a rent, all you have to give is rent. Now let's understand the financials of buying a house. Let us say you are buying a house in some high-rise society in your city and it costs around 35 lakh rupees. You may make 5 lakh rupees down payment. Stamp duty, registration charge and furnishing a house will cost another 5 lakh rupees, meaning you will have to pay 10 lakh rupees from your own pocket. Then you may take a loan of 30 lakh rupees for 20 years. At 8% interest rate, your monthly EMI will come to 25,000 rupees. Hence, this way you will pay more than 60 lakh rupees. Now, let us see what will be the value of your house after 20 years. If you are buying a house, then it will take 20 years to become debt free. Annual growth of real estate sector in the country is 5 to 6%. This means that after 20 years, your 35 lakh rupees house will cost about 1.12 crore rupees. Hence, the new house at the same location after 20 years will be around 1.12 crore rupees. As the property becomes old, its value depreciates. It's pretty obvious that the value of old house will be lower than that of new house. If you take the same flat on the rent, then it will cost around 12,000 rupees. So in this way, you will save 13,000 rupees every month. If you invest that money with a good investment strategy, then you can earn a good amount. Let's say you invest 13,000 rupees through SIP in mutual fund. This way you will invest 1.56 lakh rupees every year. Then in 20 years it will be around 31 lakh rupees. 31 lakh 20,000 to be precise. If you get an average 12% return on it, then after 20 years you will have 1.3 crore rupees. 10 lakh that would have been spent on buying a house will become 96.4 lakh rupees after 20 years of investment. Hence, after 20 years, you will have 2.26 crore rupees. If we think about it, with that amount you can buy 2 such houses. Now let's look at expert opinion. Easy Wealth Director Rahul Agrawal says that in current times return on property is just 4 to 5%. It is better to buy a property only when you expect increase in its price. Property rates in places like Delhi NCR are saturated. Your decision to buy or rent a house depends on your outlook. If you feel that property rates can increase 15% or more in the next 5 years, then you should definitely buy that property. At a place where property houses are already appreciated and you don't expect further hikes, then at such places it is better to live on rent. And with the savings, you can invest in the share market through SIP or directly to get maximum return on your investment. So, these were few things regarding buying or renting a house. Now, before signing off, it's time to give you some tips. Listen to them very carefully.
Number 1. Try to make as much down payment as possible while buying a house. Make the loan amount as lower as possible. Lower the home loan, lower will be the EMI. Number 2. Decide the EMI amount considering earnings and your expenses, else you may get into financial crisis. Also keep in mind that the lower the loan duration, bigger will be the EMI. Number 3. When you are getting a house on rent, it's better to check all the details regarding the security deposit and refunds. Many times the owner makes a lot of deductions from the security deposit and many times they even refuse to give back the amount. So it's better to read the rental agreement before renting a house.